Buda on the block, and we're here with
Tracy.
Alex.
From
Boston.
I live in Florida now.
Wow. Do you think it's all right to discipline your kids the way you see fit, even if it's physical?
I would say that my parenting style allowed for it when my kids were that small, only to a certain point.
No, I never hit the kids. That's why they run all over me now. I have a 32-year-old and I have 8-year-old twins. They don't listen to me. Nobody listens to me.
I forgot to ask. How many kids do you have, and what are their favorite foods?
I have 4 children. My oldest is 30, and I have a 28-year-old, a 24-year-old, and a 17-year-old. Favorite food? Geez, I don't know. The youngest loves my mac and cheese. The second one up, she loves pastelón, like a Dominican sweet plantain casserole thing, whatever, like a lasagna. My third one eats anything. The boys eat anything. They're boys. They eat anything. You know, they good. They like it.
What about you?
My oldest only likes food that like start with the letter C, mostly chicken. And then the twins, it's a boy and a girl, so the girl eats anything. She eats like 3 times her body weight in food on a daily basis. And then her twin brother doesn't like anything. He likes bacon, and that's about it. Like, we'll go to a restaurant, and if they don't sell, like, I can't just get bacon, we have to leave. Because, like I said, I don't discipline my kids, and I'm one of those parents that just like, oh, I'm so sorry. What? You don't like it here? We'll leave right away. That's what I've become. I'm a disappointment to my mother. Who you know.
In your opinion, is it okay for children to call your new spouse dad or daddy, or by their regular name?
My boys were raised by their stepfather. They got, we were married when they were 2 and 4. And I let them do what they wanted to do. You know, my 2-year-old called him papi within a year or 2. He was comfortable with that. The older one held back a little bit, and then it just kind of flowed, and they've always called him papi all these years.
So you gave them their own choices.
Absolutely, yes. I wouldn't mandate that. It needs to come from their heart.
I don't want to ever be in that situation. I did that already, my first, and she chose to do that, and then she regretted it, the oldest. And so with the twins, I'm too old, so I'm not remarrying. We're not going to have a conversation about, you should call him. No, that's not going to happen. They got a dad. He's actually a very good father. So there's no reason to have that conversation. And my personal life from this point on will be my personal life, and the children do not need to be involved in that.
What do you feel is the appropriate age for kids to start having sex?
I would like to say when they've got a maturity level to where they can, understand and where they can understand the level of the depth of it all, right? Like, don't just be out there willy-nilly. Right? There's what have you. Again, it shouldn't be different between boys and girls. It always ends up being different. My boys were active way too young, in my opinion. I thought they were way too young. My girls, I don't know. 17, 18, 19, I would like to say, but I don't think, I don't think they wait that long. My youngest is 17, and I do not believe she is active. I could be wrong, but I don't believe so.
I would rather not have this conversation. I'm just kidding.
None of us want to have this conversation with our kids.
I don't know. Listen, my oldest is a lesbian, so I have no idea. Okay. And with the twins, I don't know. I have conversations with them blatantly right now. They're very smart kids, and they're exposed to way more stuff than we ever were. They watch YouTube. They'll come to me. Thankfully, I'm just grateful they come to me with the questions whenever something is. And my son is very, well, I didn't like it. I don't like that song. They talk about private stuff, and it makes me uncomfortable. That's how he talks. He's going to be really uptight. His sister, on the other hand, is completely different. She wants to know, and I already know that it's going to be, I'm going to have to manage it, right? Because I think she's probably going to want to explore this sooner than I would ever be comfortable with. But I want her to be open to talk to me about it, so that at least if and when it happens, it's not hidden somewhere. She's very clear about what it is. She knows it's because she wants that to happen, and she's protected and is way more aware of what's going on and what she wants for herself than I ever was at that age, or how we were spoken to, you know. I want her to have a better experience than what a lot of my friends and I had when we were at that age. So.
That's great. Well, do you want to disclose the age that you have been deflowered?
Sure. 17.
I was 17.
Wow, that's weed is legal. Do you think it's appropriate to smoke in front of children? Like cigarettes?
No.
No, I have a picture of my mother carrying me with a cigarette in her hand, right? And I look back at that like, this was so normal, right? It was super normal, and I quit smoking cigarettes like a million times. I go back to it. I do not smoke. I don't smoke in front of my kids. I don't smoke in front of other people's. Like, if I'm walking on the street and there's a family coming, I will throw it out because I don't want to blow smoke on anyone else. So, no. That answer is no. I don't care what you're smoking. You smoke whatever the hell you want. That should be in your space. Nobody else needs to be involved in that, especially something that might alter. You can't do that to kids, right? I wouldn't do it to my dog.
That's true.
My parents almost killed me and they didn't know it. I had really bad lungs. Like I was sickly as a baby, and I lived outside of Boston about 30 minutes, whatever, 35. And I would get real sick, and ambulance would take me into Children's Hospital in Boston. I'd be there for 2-3 weeks in an oxygen tank, right? Well, oxygen tent. They don't know. Within 2 weeks, I'm sick again. They don't know why. Well, they got me in a damn station wagon full of cigarette smoke, but this is the 1970s. What did they know? It was completely, they were clueless. They didn't realize, how it was affecting me and my health.
Should there be a payment cap on child support, and should the system be reworked?
I never got any from my son's father, so I don't know much about the system, to be honest with you. No, I don't believe there should be a cap. I mean, if I have sole custody of my children and I am providing them a lifestyle to the means of my salary, right, and they're living that lifestyle, well, if their dad makes more, she doesn't, but that's okay. But if their dad makes more, then why shouldn't they live to his lifestyle? Why shouldn't they live on his level? If he's staying at the Plaza, my kids should not be staying at the Motel 6.
That's true.
Right?
That sounds about right.
I disagree. I think there should be a cap. I'm only saying it from my perspective because he wants child support and alimony from me. So, yeah, that's just facts. Yeah, it happens. It happens, people. Women do sometimes have to pay alimony. I am one of them. So, it depends. And I don't think that anybody should still be sitting on their butt, eating bonbons, getting their nails done on someone else's dime. That's completely unfair. But if you made this decision, you add these kids together, and then just go have. Everything should be equal, right? The problem is, too, that a lot of parents want to have 80, 90, 100% of the kids, but then want all your stuff, too. And it's completely unfair. And then the same person who's paying, more than they can and basically living on ramen noodles so that they can pay for the child support, but only get to see the kid twice a month, every other weekend. So, yeah, it needs to be reworked.
Definitely
yeah, it does.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you.
Take care.
All right.
I hope that you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you will always get an alert when a new video drops.